Hello CS Pro users, and welcome to CS Pro Video Tutorial 8, Create and Run a Batch Edit Application. In the previous exercise, we wrote logic to perform an edit interactively, that is, at the time of data entry. In this exercise, we will apply the same logic in a batch application, that is, after data entry. Our logic will check the data and produce a report telling us about any errors. If you still have your data entry application open from the previous exercise, close it now. We will now create a batch application using the wizard, as we did in exercises 2 and 5. Select File, New from the main menu, or click on the New icon on the toolbar. Click on Batch Edit Application and click OK. Navigate to the folder you created for these exercises. In this case, it is My CS Pro Tutorial on the desktop. Enter My Batch as the file name for the application. Click on Create. The next screen will ask you to select the data dictionary. Click on the ellipsis and navigate to the tutorial folder. Select the dictionary, in this case, My Dictionary, and click on Save. Click OK, and you are ready to enter the logic. We will write the same logic we used in the previous exercise. First, click on the plus signs on the tree on the left to be able to see all the item names. Click on Marital Status. The frame on the right-hand side of the screen should show Proc Marital Status at the top. Type in the logic exactly as you see here. Compile the logic by clicking on the compile icon on the toolbar, or pressing Ctrl K, or selecting File, Compile from the main menu. Correct any errors until you see Compile Successful. The batch application is now ready to run. CS Batch is the name of the program that runs this application. Run CS Batch by clicking on the CS Pro Run icon on the toolbar, or by pressing Ctrl R, or by clicking on File and Run from the main menu. CS Batch will ask for some data file names. Click on the ellipsis for the input data file. Navigate to the folder containing your data file and select the data file. I will use the file in which I have entered data in the previous tutorials, that is, tutorial.dat. Click on the file and click Open. Click OK to run the batch edit. The output report will appear in the CS Pro text viewer. It will look something like what you see here. The first several lines show the file names and the date and the time of the run. The CS Pro summary box shows us the number of records read, the number of cases, and the number of error messages issued. The Process Messages section shows messages case by case. In this example, there is only one message, that is, too young to be married. So this is the only message we see. The case identifier tells us in which case this error has occurred. The User Unnumbered Messages section at the end of the report shows a summary by message. Since we have only one error message command in our logic, there is only one line. The number 9 underline tells us the line number of the error message command in our logic. The number 37 under freak tells us that this message was triggered 37 times. When you have finished examining the report, close the text viewer by pressing Escape or by selecting File and Exit from the main menu. Future tutorials will give much more detailed information about the types of information you can get on the CS Pro Batch Edit reports. Congratulations! You have completed the CS Pro tutorials. We hope you are now ready to try creating and running your own applications. Please refer to our user's guides for more details. You can access them from the CS Pro Helps by simply clicking on Help, Help Topics, selecting the Contents tab, and choosing the appropriate guide from the Help menu.